back, and you know, it's just like, am I meant to understand what's going on there, or is that just meant to be a little background thing? Like, you know, is she, you know, important in some way? Is she, you know, like, is there more details to it than I'm actually getting? You know?
I did it. I did it.
Did anybody see?
Yeah, I think so.
It doesn't matter. We got her payment, plus interest. Get back and see if she earned something.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go and listen and see this, because I'm not entirely sure what the kid did. Actually, I think he's robbed her. You know, saying I got her payment plus interest. He must have nicked it from her. So I'm just seeing the rest of this little thing play out. Sorry if you're not interested. It's just it's another little minor thing in the world that I'm just kind of curious in seeing right now. You know, I've actually put 18 hours into this. Over 18 hours into this. Yeah. The game will only say like 11 hours because that's how long this save thing.
I told you bad people around here. I am your new watchman. The dragon head said I am your watchman. 50 credits every day. That's better than 100. I will do a good job.
Alright. Git. Anyway. The, I don't remember what I was going to say. Oh yeah, I do now. This only says 11 hours because it's not taking into account the other hours of, like, you know, when I had to, like, go back and rerun through things, or, you know, I kept, like, dying and, like, reloading. That's not taken into account by the playtime. So yeah.
You're right. Maggie Chow is a con artist.
You have proof.
Yes, I found the sword in her apartment.
Good. Inform the Red Arrow Dragon Head. Then we will see who is the real traitor.
I've already been to the Lucky Money. Max Chen has declared a truce between the Red Arrow and the Luminous Path.
A truce? Are you certain?
Majestic 12 attacked the club. I think he would consider forming an alliance.
Mr. Denton, you are the man I hoped you were. Tracer Tong is inside, in his laboratory below the compound. The door is in our sparring room. He will know what to do next. To enter our compound, use the code 1997.
Huh.
I look forward to shaking the hand of my enemy.
Uh-huh.
I worry that the Red Arrow will try to reassemble the sword before peace can be made. You must use the secret passage in the sparring room to get to Tong's laboratory. I worry that the Red Arrow will try to reassemble
1997.
the sword before peace can be made.
But the sword doesn't need to be reassembled, it's fine. You, Vance?
Do not interrupt us with questions.
Interrupt what?
We will check with the dragon head about whether you can come in here.
Oh, I'm actually about to check with him myself.
While you are here, observe the laws of the triad.
What? Having weird swords? Alright. Way ahead of ya. I swear, like, I remember reading a thing that you can find this sword in Maggie's apartment on, like, a wall or something. It was something really weird.
You must have won great favor with the dragon head.
Maybe it was a, maybe it was, you know, a secret, or maybe it was, you know, a mod or something, rather than an intentional thing, a normal thing. I have no idea. That's just something I vaguely remember being said. Also, no point in grabbing a second prod. don't I just not get I know in Human Revolution, say if you get a pistol and you grab another pistol, you just get ammo instead. Here, I don't think that's the case. Actually, it seems to be. Or at least I don't see it there.
Tracer Tong admitted another American. Perhaps you know him.
Journal of Hung Kwan Gordon Quick. It is a steel in her heart, much like that of her father, that leads me to love her. How unfortunate that the old gods should laugh, and she be the child of the Dragonhead, the man who would lead the Red Arrow against the Luminous Path, and destroy all we have sought to create for the Celestial Kingdom. But I know that whatever fate has decreed for us, we will walk that road together. There can be no betrayal in the feelings we have for each other, and no teachings can show me the error in our actions. Today, Master Tong informed me we have visitors. He's in love with the daughter of the leader of the other triad. That is that's kind of sad, honestly. Just, you know, that's gonna be an awkward relationship. Let's save in case this messes around. Button. Oh, Tong's guard. Okay. Guess this is the right guy. Ooh, sorry about that.
Mr. Tong, you know my brother Paul Denton.
Yes, a reliable man. So your kill switch has been activated.
I feel fine, but it's been over 16 hours.
See how easily our technologies turn on us? The more power you think you have, the more quickly it slips from your hands.
Remember Jensen's line?
That will depend. You, like your brother, are an extraordinary piece of technology. I never pass up the chance to try a new blade, but I fear at the crucial moment I may lift up my arm to strike and you will twist free of my grasp.
In other words, I'll owe you a favor.
Indeed, as will your friend Mr. Jacobson, a man of much useful knowledge. He arrived in Hong Kong shortly after you did. I was forced to keep him in custody until I could verify his identity and his loyalties.
I assume he checked out.
I believe he is sincere. Now, go down the stairs to the operating platform, and I will examine your systems.
You know, the tech guy. Here's the book. Let's save. Project Debook, Thoughts and Meditations, written by the honoured Ang Yon Lee. As the most dignified of the Celestial Kingdom had expected, inquiries into the nature of MJ-12, the so-called Project Debook, were quickly denied in an extremely abrupt manner and resulted in unfortunate but necessary loss of one humble servant who will be forever exalted in the annals of our organization. However, further perseverance has suggested the aforementioned project involved the acquisition of Chinese technology that was later applied to the invention of an improved stealth helicopter for use in covert MJ-12 operations. A careful examination of the electronic traces will lead an astute observer to conclude that this information was liberated during a number of skilled incursions into Chinese corporate data wells originating from UNATCO headquarters in New York, which in turn leads to certain questions about links between UNATCO and MJ-12. And that's said too, unlike most of the other nano keys we've seen. MJ-12 Nano Augmentation Experiment Series 3-C for internal use only. Please take this book internally. Recent human trials and subsequent mortality studies have demonstrated that nano-augmentation of baseline human physiology is not without hazards. Notably, key anatomical regions can support only limited augmentation without risking rejection or accelerated degradation. Research is ongoing, but current data suggests that following nano-augmentation combinations have acceptable risk. And there's that. There's actually a cloak thing. Nice. In Series 3D, we'll examine the viability of genetically suppressing the immune response through epsilon elimination. Isn't that guaranteed death? Illuminati information systems. That's cool. But Illuminati information systems? What? Welcome to the fold. Oh wait, they've got my account all set up? Alex's? Alright, in that case, I'll read that when I have my account all set up. When I've actually access to it.
Just step inside the chamber.
Where's the door? Like, maybe I'll go down this way? Yeah. Could have made that more clear. Fuck.
Stay right there.
Da 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 da. Okay. Shit. Should I start healing? Nah, it didn't seem like a big deal.
Success. Come back to the control room.
Nice. Hopefully the people back at HQ at the UNATCO HQ still can't see what I'm doing. 'Cause that would suck.
That's it.
A simple switch, as they call it.
Have you heard from Paul?
On his way, according to smuggler in New York. He will be fine. Meanwhile, we still face the likelihood of a triad war here in Hong Kong.
Quick and Chen declared a truce just a few minutes ago.
A good bit of diplomacy, I admit, but it won't hold. Not with the sword left to be fought over.
I think they'll be slow to anger with Maggie Chow out of the picture.
No. In their system, the sword is a doomsday weapon, a temptation. We must recover the Raman coding from VersaLife and make it available to both triads.
So that's all you expect in the way of a favor? A little corporate espionage?
The first of many favors. Remember, I saved your life. Now pay attention. The VersaLife elevator north of the market will require an employee number. Try 06288. Once inside, find Mr. Hundley, the shift supervisor. He can be persuaded to give you access to the labs.
Hundley.
You will find him receptive. He is the corrupt official who sold the Red Arrow the technology to begin with.
I'll find the ramen coding, but I'm not your henchman. I'll help you as long as we have a mutual interest.
If you choose to fight Majestic 12, you will need an ally. We will have a mutual interest for some time. In fact, I took the liberty of setting up a computer account for you. Login JC Denton. Password Sanctuary. Feel free to use the machine in my office.
Oh, thank you. Wonder if I can scavenge any equipment here because I really need it. Like, I'm really short on shite. Ah, misspelled. Okay, God damn it. Maybe I'm trying the wrong computer. We'll try this. Yeah, wrong computer.
We have much to offer one another if we cooperate.
Hmm.
We need Paul. I wish he would hurry up.
Okay. You'd presume that's the computer he was referring to. Which is making me wondering, like, why can't it's in working? Yo.
You must be JC. Tong will see you now.
Already seen me. Oh, hey.
You took a big risk following me here. Thanks.
When you believe in something, you've just got to do it.
How'd you find Tom so quickly?
Turns out I knew him all along. tt_net.0924.243.886. I posted a message to the board and he contacted me himself.
Any news from Jaime?
No sign of him yet. I hope he made it.
Yeah, me too. Did you ever dig up anything about this Daedalus character? I'm still hearing from him.
Actually, I did, sort of. Crypto says Daedalus was supposedly a government AI project, also known as Echelon 4.
Supposedly?
I'm getting this from anonymous crypto boards. Daedalus was supposed to beat the old content recognition problem in surveillance. It was a program that could search all the terabytes of intercepted messages for subversive content.
Haha.
What happened?
Never panned out as far as I know. The problem was just too hard. They blew through a lot of taxpayer money, but finally had to scrap the whole project.
So the thing that's talking in my head is, what, resurrected AI?
I wish I knew.
Uh-huh. That's interesting. In a disturbing way. Candy bar, multi-tool, mine, plasma clip. Let's take the multi-tool. No use for any rest. Oh no, not a wicker basket. Plasma rifle, ballistic armor. Don't have room for it. Clip. Some boss rounds. There's some shite down there. I'll head actually down there in a moment. It's just I really want to see the emails here. Okay. Maybe this isn't the computer he's talking about. Let me see. No, this is the thing. That's why I included the full stop. JCDENTON. Do that. That. There we go. Well, I've got your account all set up, and you should be able to go. You should be ready to go. Everything communications on everything communications on Tracer's server, on Tracer's computer. I can't understand them. Well, if I've got your I've got your account all set up and should be ready to go. Everything communications, or communicates, shouldn't that be? Or every communication on Tracer's computers are completely ghost encrypted. So even if they go out over the standard HK net, there's no way anyone can intercept or read the messages. I've been talking a lot to Tracer, and he's really an amazing person. I think I can learn a lot from him. I know you might find this odd, but all the time I worked for Unatco seems like a dream. Killing time in some virtual world, so you didn't have to make the hard choices in the real one. Now I feel like I've finally woken up. Daedalus. There is little time. You know that the organization for which you have worked, whose goals and interests you believe to be your own, is not what it seems. UNATCO is merely an arm of a larger entity known as Majestic 12. Majestic 12 seeks to use force and intimidation to seize absolute control of everything. They will not hesitate to use all means necessary to achieve this goal, and have engineered the disease you refer to as the Grey Death in an effort to accomplish this. They must not be allowed to succeed. Your brother has been an aid to me in this matter, but cannot help me any longer. You must take his place. The Grey Death is a nanotechnologically engineered virus. You are immune, but others are not. You must locate the universal conductor used to create the Grey Death and destroy it. My information indicates it is in Hong Kong, housed in Majestic 12 facility beneath the corporation known as VersaLife. You must not fail. S. Carter. Ooh. They would fire me on the spot if they knew I was sending you this message, but I've got a feeling they'll be drumming me out any day now as is. Alex tells me there's no way this communication can be traced, so I trust he knows what the hell he's doing. I understand why he did it. Being a soldier isn't just following orders. It's following orders in the service of a higher cause. When that cause is betrayed, we're not soldiers anymore. There's pieces on a chessboard dying for the wrong reasons. Things have been bad since you left. Manderley has disappeared. They say he's been relieved of duty. The director of FEMA, Walton Simons, assumed interim authority, but there's something about him I don't like. He seems reasonable, but there's something behind his eyes. I saw the same look on I saw the same look on men in combat when all the part of them that was human just left.